So we have the arm drag, and we're just going to loop it over our ear. See that? And for now, stand both feet on the red line for now. If this feet is behind, go ahead, go behind. I have to move so that now both feet's in front, or square, or close to me. Then I shoot in. Everyone see that? And now from here, I'm going to hold him in the air. So if I can hold him like this, like a fireman, like I'm rescuing people out of a fire burning building, it means I can stabilize him. So the first skill set is stabilization. Now the next skill set is a tilting motion. Now if I just tilt from here, I'll back off me for a second. Notice I can only go so far before what happens? I fall over, which is not good because I'm not controlling the motion. So I got to decompress this angle. So how do you decompress this angle? Instead of bringing your knee to here, you slide onto your thigh. Now my elbows can go down. And see how where my elbow is rested? It's really close to me because we want to draw a circle. If our elbow is out here, it ends up being what shape? A square. Everyone got that? So watch again. So if the feet is behind, what do? We somehow work it so that the feet is what? Forward. This is the feet I want to attack. Now I shoot in. Now this knee, instead of coming to here, it does what? Just slides through. Because if it comes to here, then I have to cut out. It's too much work. So I do what? Here. Then I roll my pinky toe over so that I'm laying on my side. Your partner needs to tuck in his chin or else he's going to collapse hard into the floor. Okay, now look at my elbow joint. It's really close to my thigh. Everyone see that? Okay, so this is one of the first throw I would start doing when I was doing judo when I was a blue belt. So we're here, we might move. Here, if I'm here, I can still do it. I have to do what now? Okay? Or I go right into it. So, for now, your partner can stand in a square stance, or your partner can have one foot back, have that one foot back, and we're going to move around until that foot is forward. And we got that? So let's just say I can't do the kataguruma because I feel hard. I feel like this is like hard on me. What I can do is I can start bringing him down. Okay, but it's a good first bullet. Okay? Okay, second variation is I do the move. Okay? And I'm here. Let's turn this way toward the camera because I have a bad knee. And I'm here. And instead of collapsing now, I bring this foot forward. And we'll see what I just did. So now, instead of collapsing, I do what? And I chuck them forward. Yeah.
Does the second variation have more effectiveness, or is it just another variation of a different setup?
Okay, good question. He grabs my collar. Notice which variation in this case should I do. The first one. He grabs my collar, I slide into third base. Everyone got that?
Is it because he's already coming towards you?
Yes. The second variation is when you went in and for a split second you felt force on force, or you felt like you were in a T position. Okay, so another one you can choose to go back or what? Come forward. Okay? So in this case, he posed me. As he posed me, look at what I'm going to do. See what I just did? So he posed me, I slide my leg in. Does that answer your question? Because elite fighters need that sensitivity. Now, when I was trying to get good at judo, my judo instructor said, "Mom, just get strong." Because if you can get strong, I don't have to wait for him to pull me. I can be the one doing the pulling and pushing. If I'm weak, I'm at the mercy of what? His pulling. That means I can only do that one throw. I can't do the other throw. If I'm strong, I loop him, and I'm here. I change my mind. What do I do with this foot? I step, and I throw him over. So for you, you need both. Okay, you're fighting some weakling. Let's just say some kickboxer who's not built like a wrestler. You come right in, just dump him over, sit out, and you got the move. You fight against a strong wrestler, he grabs my neck, you're here. So see the difference? Did you felt it? Okay. You guys want to partner up? Which variation? Before we do that, we always talk about stabilization. If you cannot stabilize your structure in your mind, you cannot do the move. Too often the instructor teaches the move too soon. If you cannot hold someone, if you cannot do an airplane, you have no stabilization. Unless you're strong, like physically strong. Like Darnell, he's physically strong. I'm a weakling. So over the years, I realized I have to either lift weight or practice stabilizing first. Then I do my throw. Everyone got that? So for this kachiguruma, what do we have to do? We need to bring it to here. And our partner's going to help us out by forming an upside down V or a hat. And I can hang out here all day long. Or, I can't do it, I have a bad knee. I can pick him up and just walk. But in this case, we don't have to do that, because you don't want to block your knee. So for now, just hang out here for like 2 to 3 seconds. After you hang out here, you just let your partner come back down, and then you try it again. Right? So you do what? Come in and hang out here. For what? 2 to 8 seconds. Or let's do 8 seconds. Then you drop your partner and practice again. Once you do that, because on the day of the fight, if you can't stabilize and you do the move, your structure's going to collapse. If your structure collapses, you don't have time to manipulate that force. Okay? Now the other way to do that is what? Be strong. Lift weight, get strong, work your core muscle. And this is why elite athletes have to what? Work out. Yep.
But if you get good at doing it against people heavier than you without being strong enough, then you're not using as much energy to do that, and that's better, like in the fight in the long run, right?
It is, but for a small window of fight, there's that one. If you analyze the movement, let's just say the movement takes 3 seconds to do, or 2 seconds to do. That move takes. If you time lapse it, put it in a video camera and put it in a video editing software, for that duration of that move, during that cycle of that move, that phase of that move, there's a stabilization process. And if you cannot stabilize, you cannot manipulate that throw. So for example, just come toward me. Okay, right here, I push him away, I can't do my tomonagi. He comes toward me and I bend my knees, I can't do my tomonagi. This is the tomonagi right here. And tucking my chin, and I did it wrong because I went off to the wrong side. Okay, but I was almost there. So what do I have to do? I have to practice stabilizing and then slowly come on top. And now I have my arm bar. Okay, so a lot of time we focus on the whole move, but there is one part of the move that controls everything else, controls the outcome of the move. And that's how I discover getting better at judo, was the stabilization process, right? So let me borrow Charlie.
It's usually around the apex of the movement.
Very good, the apex, okay? So we're here, I have my hip throw, I grab, okay? And see he's too tall for me, so I have to do it. There was no floating on my hip. Let's do it again. Right here. Now, I can do it. If I can't hold him in the air, I cannot do my judo throw. So over the years, I figured out a shortcut, which is what? The stabilization process. So now, I practice holding him in the air, then I just keep on traveling, and then I can do okuruma, flipping in midair. Okay? So that help you guys? Like, I basically figured out a hack to get yourself better. So one of the hacks, get strong by lifting weight and doing exercise that build muscle and core movement around that move. Or, if you're too lazy to lift weight, you practice that move and find the stabilization part of that move and learn to hang out there. Hang out in that neighborhood. Everyone got that? Finally, if you're an elite athlete, you have to do both. You have to lift weight, get super strong, and get into the habit of holding someone and then doing it. Does that help you a little bit? By just understanding these two concepts, you're going to learn the moves so much faster. That means you don't have to practice it 500 times. You only have to practice it 200 times. Does that help you, Zach? Okay, let's quickly review again. Sorry.
I just can't.
One more time, guys. We're going to practice what? For training, our partner is going to be both feet on this red line. After you guys get bored with that, have your partner's feet go back, 1 foot, you're going to pull him, so it's what? Both feet on the red line. You're going to shoot in, and you're going to do what? Stabilize. After you stabilize, drop him off. Your partner can practice or you can practice.